Yo, 1, 2,
Yo,
Mike.
what's
2.
going on? I need better lighting.
Yes, you do. Hey, welcome to the Parlay Podcast. It's Sunday, March 23rd, 2025.
March 23rd, 2025. We here.
After the tornado, man, the other day, it kind of blew me into 2026 for a sec. So it feel good to be here, man. Thank you so much. If y'all just tuning in, man, thank you so much for joining us. We got a great show ahead of you today. Great special guest. Rob, what we got going on today?
Man, we got a special guest. Miss Kaylin Lawrence is joining us today. This is a very dope individual. I was going to say that I found, but she found me on Instagram just being a fan of comedy. So I'm dope to have her on the podcast. She wears a lot of hats and has a lot of accolades under her belts being this young, man. She does a lot. She's a very dope individual. So
man, I was reading up on her, man. I feel like she's been here before.
Right.
I definitely do. Still wait for NiNi, man. She should be in shortly, man. We're gonna have a good time today. First and foremost, I want to say happy birthday to your pops, man. I know it's your dad's birthday today.
Yeah, man. Rest in peace to Ronald, aka Cat Daddy Mayfield. That was his nickname. Yeah, man, he would have been 63 today. So, bam, there you go right there, man. Pops would have been 63 today. As you can see, I look exactly like him. So, I don't ever get too sad about missing him now because all I got to do is look in the mirror.
That's all you got to do, man. And I'm sure that he never would have had to go on Maury Povich. That's for sure.
Absolutely, positively. He would not have to go on Maury Povich.
I see your dad on Maury like, hey, I ain't got no slits on the side of my head. He don't look like me.
All right, he ain't got no parts.
I ain't got no paws on the side of my head. But man, hey, heavenly birthday to Pops, man. I know how I feel. I lost my dad 20-some years ago, so every day feels like it's brand new. So peace to his spirit, bro. No doubt.
Yeah, absolutely. Appreciate you.
Oh, that's no problem, man. Yeah, like I said, we got Kaylin Lawrence coming in. Dr. Kaylin Lawrence.
Let me get that correct when I introduce the Dr. Kaylin Lawrence.
Yeah, I looked up everything, man. I didn't even know what questions I needed to ask her because I feel like she's Jamaican, man. She got like 20 jobs, man. She humanitarian, doctor. And before we go any further, man, hold on, man. Somebody not doing locks today.
Hello.
Okay. Put the titties in the camera. Got you.
I had to give you a little bit of a cleavage. Come on.
Okay, I'm glad you wore that shirt. I was gonna wear that shirt today, NiNi, and I was like, we both can't wear it. You know, I appreciate you for doing it for me. Thank you so much. Hey, NiNi.
Hi. It kept kicking me out. Y'all didn't want to parlay with me today.
No, we're gonna parlay with you every Sunday, man. I'm like, damn, I knew she was gonna come in here wearing these Riley braids, and I was like, let me get her cracking, man. Before we get to the special guest for today, man, let's go over our week. How was y'all week? What y'all do?
Go ahead, NiNi. Ladies first.
It's been a great week. It was my first full week as a full-time teacher at the Barber College.
Congrats to that.
I got hired on as full-time staff. Thank you very much.
Congrats.
Teaching adults is a different beast of its own, especially because adults usually either they really want to know or somebody's making them be there. Either it's court, their mama, their baby mama, somebody's making them be there, so they really don't want to be there. So
you got it's like a work release program, barbershop.
I want you to think about who the fuck are the people cutting your hair and who are barbers, you know?
It makes sense, man. My uncle used to cut hair in jail. And he tried to cut my hair when he came out of jail, told me to sit between his legs. I was like, I'm not. I'm not gonna sit between a grown man's legs to get a haircut. But I'm proud of you, NiNi, honey Grant. I'm very proud of you for doing that. I was proud of you when you got the instructor license and everything. So I see it's in fruition period now.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And that's dope.
But great week. No complaints. How about you,
I see your Instagram stories, man. I see you sitting the camera down and walking away from it all week. You know, I seen the Instagram. NiNi will put that camera down anywhere and just walk away. Look at this ass.
That's just talent, you know. I just want you to see what God made. I just have to walk and be and exist. And
wondrous works. Wondrous works.
Nah, man. What about you, Bobby? How was your week?
Man, it was pretty cool, man. I actually popped out and went on somebody's stage this past week. I normally all week I try and figure out. I'm not great at technology, so with me trying to produce these platforms, I'm an OG, triple OG, bro. So I'm like, man, I got to figure this shit out. So I'm like, I think I got it now. So I popped in through Selly B. She had a comedy show, and I got to tell y'all, man, shout out to Sean Morgan, man. Sean Morgan is so dope on that stage, man.
Man, Sean Morgan is a G. He's a G for real.
Cause it was a tough room. We was on Garfield, Supper Club Park or Supper Park. I don't know.
Anything with a supper club, dude, that's a fucking tough room, okay? Anything, what the fuck?
Let me try to fix my lighting.
Yeah, Rob, go grab you some Kleenex, clean off the lens, and also stop using flashlights for lighting, man. I think you probably need some more D batteries in your flashlight, man. I don't know if that's the case or not. NiNi, I wasn't talking to you, but I think she took an indirect shot. Like, let me clean my shit off before he talks some shit.
Know, I don't want to be accusatory. I was gonna talk some shit about Rob, but I was like, let me check myself first.
But you know what? I really want to bring in the guest once we get done talking about the week, because I'm not going to do any segments until we have our guest on the panel with us today, because I want her to talk about some of the stuff that I came across this past week in last week's news. And of course, I got some scrolling and trolling. I got one particular topic today that I want to go over for scrolling and trolling. And then we got Tell Them Why You Mad, Rob, coming up soon as well. Me and Rob touched on it a little bit. And I agree with Rob every time you're mad. Every time. Like, I'm like, man. And I feel like I agree, because I think Rob gonna mess around and whoop my ass. He's military trained.
Nah, man.
I'm not about to get a military ass whooping, man. It's gonna be legal shit. They just gonna take him over to talk to the sergeant or some shit like that, man. They can't even call the police on this dude.
It just be common sense. It be common sense shit though. That it'd be a method to my madness. It'd be making sense while I'd be mad though.
You know what? Whatever's understood don't even need to be explained. As long as you typing in all caps, bro. As long as you typing in all caps. Hey, I went to church twice today, y'all.
Okay.
Why you cheated this weekend? Why you go to church? What?
Man, I didn't cheat. I actually had to go to church. I went to church, my actual church, and then I went to another church to celebrate Bishop Dillard, Bishop Gregory St. James Dillard. He got a church in Madison, so I had to go and show some love. So happy birthday, Bishop Dillard. Two different. I don't know. I just know he's been around the family for a long time, and I don't
talk about you. Your denomination. What are you, Baptist?
Oh no, I ain't none of that. I'm non-denominational. Non-dominatrix. Whatever that is. Non-dominatrix. Non-dominatrix. That's what's going on. But no, I went to two different churches. One same outfit. I wore the same outfit to both churches.
Bold choice. Church going, man.
Yeah. I had to take a nap midday just so I could come kick it with y'all, man. But Rob had Kinky Bingo last night.
The Kinky Bingo show is a very dope comedy and bingo show, man. If y'all not in tune with it, y'all need to get in tune with that shit, because this is a very dope, fun, interactive experience. You got comedians that come in through the intermission part. We shut that shit down. We keep the energy hyped up, and then on top of that, Shondelyn and her sister, they do a great job at hosting and, working the room and making that show an actual, like, fun event. It's just not boring sitting up there calling out numbers. Like,
how many honey packs did you win, bro?
Okay.
Right? And that's the thing, man. They be giving away all type of sex toys and stuff, but they don't really have shit that they give away for the men.
I'm about to go to the gas station after this show, grab me some honey packs, man, just because.
Yeah, because a lot of dudes, it don't be a lot of dudes there. They don't participate like that. So I don't know. They get the short end of the stick when it comes to, like,
basically all the giveaways are dildos and roses.
Pretty much, and other sex paraphernalia.
Men like those too. And I have a question: do honey packs really work?
Yeah,
I don't take enhancements. I don't need those, but I heard they do.
They do. I had a whole box one time.
I think I got at least another 100,000 miles on my penis. I don't need any. I don't need any honey packs.
I'm experimental. I wanted to see what this shit did, and it does what it's supposed to do.
What does it do, Rob?
What
does it do? It make it thrive more? Like what?
Throbbing, robbing.
It make it thrive more. No, it don't thrive. It just
Rob.
What's up?
Interesting.
Rob. It just pretty much is like, I guess, to equate it to like Viagra and like honey form.
Have you ever taken Viagra?
That's all that is.
Did you hear the question, Rob? She wants to know if you ever taken Viagra, Levitra.
No, I mean, I don't know what else to equate it to. That's what it is. I don't.
Have you ever taken Viagra?
Because I'm experimental. I take it.
Well, you are military. I was going to say, how did you get a prescription? But they throw pills at military.
Yeah, they do.
They throw drugs at you guys.
They throw drugs at us. So yeah, I mean the shit works. It does what it's supposed to do. So
did it last longer than you anticipated though? Because I hate to be walking around with a missile when I can't shoot it off.
It lasted longer, but the time equated the time, if that makes sense.
I've never had
like
dick. I've never had an enhanced dick. I've never had the Viagra dick. I've never had the honey pack dick.
You've had a dildo though, right?
A what?
A dildo?
I don't do that.
No.
Like if I have to do the work, like a penetration work, if I have to do that, the fuck, that's a lot. I play a little. I'm a DJ, real quick it out.
DJ.
I feel so bad about this transition that we about to do right now because we about to bring our guest on, and I swear
but to answer NiNi question, it makes it last longer. It makes it intense. So like you really get into some wild shit.
Or you can just buy a bottle of gin.
Don't really like.
Who the fuck is drinking gin, Bobby?
That's what I used to use. I use gin. If I felt like I needed to do some makeup sex, like I'm in the doghouse, man, shit. I used to go to the liquor store, grab me a pint of gin, and I'm about to drop the bottom out that mug.
What does gin do for you?
That's alarming. Gin?
Man, it makes my penis passive aggressive.
You said passive aggressive.
Passive aggressive penis when I'm off the gin.
Oh.
It's like it's sensual, but at the same time it's rough.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm just putting it out there. Rob, can you introduce our guest, man? Because she better not leave this lobby, man, because we ain't been talking shit.
Hey, this is how we kick it off every Sunday, man.
Every Sunday. Who we got in the lobby, man? We about to bring on.
Man, our special guest for tonight is a young woman of a lot of accolades, and we're going to try to get into all of them if we can, because this is a lot. So, coming to the podcast, we have 20-time award-winning media personality, owner of her own publications, What's Good Weekly and Millionaires in the Making, which I was interviewed on both of by blessing. This woman discovered me. I would say I discovered her on Instagram, but she's a huge fan of comedy. She followed me on Instagram. We started chopping it up. She wears so many hats. Coming to the Parlay Podcast, Dr. Kaylin Lawrence. Y'all give it up for Kaylin Lawrence.
Hey. Welcome, Dr. Kaylin. Is that the natural hair or no?
Damn, nigga, why you asking that question right away, Bobby?
Man,
Thank you all for having me. Yes, this is my real hair. It's a mess. I done sweated out the silk press, but thank you.
Hey, welcome. We appreciate you for stopping by, Dr. Kaylin. Is that what the kids call you, Dr. Kaylin?
Well, it's pretty recent. I just got my doctorate last summer, so I hear it here and there. But Kaylin is fine.
It's a big deal right there. Congrats to that. I'm gonna let Rob kick it off. Rob introduced me to you over the phone. He said, I got somebody dope that's gonna come on the Parlay Podcast. I was like, who is it? And I went and looked you up. And I'm like, Rob, you got to handle this, man. She got too many accolades and shit.
That's why I got the book with me. I had to write it down. Like, man, let me keep track. But man, so I mean,
you all are accomplished too. Like I looked up all of y'all. I was like, wow, y'all are so accomplished. I mean, NiNi was just talking about getting her instructor's license, and I'm all about education. So there you go. You guys are like all comedians and like got a lot of followers. So good for y'all.
Man, appreciate you. Thank you. Man, so Caitlin, let's get into it. Like, where do you want to start with? Let's start with you getting your doctorate. Like, was that always like a childhood dream, or?
You know what's so crazy? It really wasn't. Like, I always saw myself going into. Well, I originally got my start in fashion, right? So my first job, I was a retail business intern at Nordstrom downtown on Michigan Avenue, and I worked there most of high school, and then senior year I worked there and H&M, and I was really big into like design, and I had all these sketchbooks, and I was like, I think I want to go into like fashion marketing. So from there I ended up going into like being a fashion journalist and editor, and then that branched over into entertainment. So it like was a long road. Basically, like after doing that for a while I was in college for my first degree, I originally went into marketing and built a name in marketing and media for over a decade. And then one day I was just like, I think I want to take a different route, you know, for my lifelong career. So I ended up going back to school and getting a few more degrees and becoming credentialed to be a trauma specialist and a neuro specialist, a counselor and a researcher. And that led to me launching the Holistic Healing Source. And if you're wondering what the motivation behind that was, you know, transitioning into therapy and research, I personally have lived experience with the chronic mental health condition. A lot of people close to me, family members, friends, all of that. And being both Black and a woman from a low-income neighborhood, all of that, and then having that experience.
What neighborhood, Dr. Kayla?
Marquette Park, Southside, born and raised.
Okay.
So with that, I just was like, let me just, you know, be a part of the change, because so many of the therapists I had were white women and they couldn't relate to me in so many ways. So I ended up going back to school and then seeing my mom be real passionate about psychology. She has her master's, and she worked more so like on the programming side.
That's Mama Dawn, right?
Yes. And then eventually she retired because she ended up getting sick with ECD. So it was really hard to balance a full-time career with her having a recurrent blood cancer. It's called ECD, Erdheim-Chester's. But all of those things led me to where I am now. So that's where I am now.
That's dope. I love it.
That's dope, man. You wear a lot of hats. So how do you balance all of this? Because I'm looking at all your credits. Like you do PR work, you do media work, you're doing holistic healing. You got a whole communications entrepreneur empire going on. You do Chicago talent. Like, where is the balance? Because I see you go out and kick it a lot.
She sell dope, man. Everything.
Don't tell nobody. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I'm that person who has a million different interests. Like I'm all over the place in general. So I usually don't do all of those things at the same exact time. I'll usually do I'll rotate a couple of them at a time. But yeah, I mean, I'm an artist, I'm creative, but I also studied business in school. I got a lot of years in marketing and media. Now I'm in, therapy and research and education within the social science space. So I do wear a lot of hats, but I don't usually do all of those at the same time. But that's just kind of my personality, because I'm the type of person who just is very dynamic, if that makes sense. Even now, I got on a graphic t-shirt. I got on the Joker and the Riddler and Two-Face with this superhero shirt or whatever.
Yeah, that definitely looks like a shirt I'll wear.
Right, so it's and then on the bottom I got on just leggings. So it's sometimes I might be dressed more masculine or whatever. Sometimes I might be girly girl with a gown and a full face of makeup. So
you're a good
in
one,
general,
I'm bottomless right now, and you're a good one.
That nigga said he's bottomless right now.
Y'all are so funny. But I say that to say, in general, I'm just somebody who's real dynamic. Like I'm very multifaceted. So that's how I was able to have all those different interests.
No, that's super dope. Like I was looking at her accolades, Rob, and like you were the person of the year. You got 3 person of the years, and you was the youngest person to actually accomplish that, right? That was the New York Business. What was the name of it? New York Business Times.
Yeah, the New York Business Times. She was the New York Business Times Person of the Year and then Media Member of the Year. So how did that make you feel when making these goals? Like, especially what 21 time award with the media, like how 21 time?
That's when you vote for yourself. You know what I'm saying? When you vote for yourself, you're gonna win.
It's very like fulfilling and rewarding, honestly, because like I'm somebody who from day one I had pretty strict parents, right? So like from day one it was drilled into me to like do your best and like put your best foot forward and all of that. So since a child I've been pretty like serious about like my work and my accomplishments and stuff. So to be able to accomplish those things, it makes me feel really good. It does. But at the end of the day, like I always recognize, like there's always room for improvement, no matter how many, awards you accumulate or, how many records you break or whatever. It's always room for improvement. So I try to just always strive for better. And when you're doing that, the work ethic and the time and the ambition, like it'll pay off eventually. I mean, I'm sure you all understand, you're performers.
I'm realizing though, and I hate to compare apples and oranges, but NiNi's accomplished, you're accomplished. I ain't gonna lie, y'all making me and Rob feel like bums, and I'm gonna speak for Rob too.
Like
I veteran, okay?
Yeah, man.
Rob's a veteran, so I feel like the only bum on here. I haven't came on to congratulate myself about nothing yet. I haven't even won a pie eating contest, let alone.
Bobby, you're sober, okay?
All right,
thank you.
You are very sober.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad I'm sober too. Dr. Kaylin, we definitely about to get into some last week news with you because you're gonna hang around with us for the whole show, right?
Yes, of course.
Definitely gonna do that. We're gonna tap into that in a few minutes. But I want to ask you about that college life. I was reading on your website that it took you 7 years to become that doctor, and in the meantime, while you were doing that journey, you were balancing a lot of stuff. Like, how was you able to do that?
Honestly, I think, well, first of all, having a mother who was able to raise 3 kids in a low-income family, both her parents were deceased by the time she was 30, watching her go to school at night and accomplish a master's degree over the course of maybe a decade, that was always very motivational to me. So like my mom was a great inspiration, as well as my aunt who has her doctorate. They came from the projects, and like my aunt rather had like multiple kids and a career and all of that. So seeing examples like that, as well as a few others within my family, that was a big motivation. So for me,
be a baby mama, you would rather be a doctor.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me started on the baby mama topic.
Hey, look, I will rev your engine. Talk about it.
I mean, me personally, I know that there's a lot of, systemic factors that lead to a lot of unfortunate situations where, like, a lot of women that not only that I know personally, but just in general, especially within the minority community, they end up having children out of wedlock, and them and the baby daddy don't work out, and it's just all this drama and the struggles of being a single mom. So I recognize there's a lot of things outside of just the individuals themselves when they become baby mamas and baby daddies that happen. But for me, I was like, by hell or high water, I cannot do it. I cannot do it. I don't care.
So basically, that was your contraceptive, watching other people fuck up.
Yeah, I was like, people I know personally, friends, family, all of that. I was like, I cannot do it. If I have to be celibate for years, which I've done, I just will not. I can't do it. So for me, like, just being able to.
You can't, Dr. Kaylin, you can't just run over and say you did celibacy for years and we don't talk about that shit. Raise your hand, other than Dr. Kaylin, if you've been celibate for years. None of us.
At a time?
A stretch? No. I've gone through droughts.
No, I've been celibate on purpose for about a year and a half.
On purpose? Were you in recovery?
No, I was choosing a lot of mediocre dicks. You know, they was looking sparkly when you chose them. They was the right height and everything like that. But when you got in there, it was like, womp womp. This is it. I was choosing a lot of men who have relationship dicks. This dick needs feelings, okay? To feel this, you need feelings, emotions, okay?
I can't. I mean, I think women could do it more than men, though. Like when it comes to like celibacy, because it's more. I don't know. Men go through droughts. Women practice celibacy.
Yeah, sure.
I can see that. Yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Attractive men and big dick men can choose celibacy.
Attractive big.
It's just like it's also a matter of staying busy, right? So like if you look at 2 years of somebody like not having sex with people, if you're in school full time, you got a full-time career and you got a busy personal life, you don't even have time to be really worried for real about sex. So like in my case, like being able to, juggle so many things at one time, like it was a good distraction for me. So
how long were you celibate
for 2, barely.
24 months.
Yeah. Are you celibate now? I'm getting in your business, baby. I'm asking you, is you fucking or not?
Hey, welcome to the parlay.
Fucking or not?
You said welcome to the parlay.
If I'm being for real, there was somebody that I came halfway close to breaking it for, fairly recently, earlier in the year. But like currently,
did you break it though?
We didn't go all the way, so I'm a say for real.
No. That coochie, that heartbeat was beating in that coochie. I know what it was, baby. You felt that pulse, baby. Something was knocking at the door.
It was throbbing like Rob.
Yeah, after that, I was like, now I gotta be super serious. Like, cause that ended up in me getting my feelings hurt, right? So I was like, I really gotta be for real now. I can't be letting these knuckleheads get my feelings wrapped up in them, you know?
Still choosing celibacy, or are you just waiting to see whose words and actions align so you can set that little coochie free?
So for me, when I say celibacy, I don't necessarily mean like abstinence. Like I'm not waiting until marriage, but I would like to have the next person in a perfect world that I go all the way with and that I have the full blown experience with. I would love for them to hopefully be my last partner, that I end up with. So fingers crossed.
Okay. Y'all hear that? Okay.
You said that ended once you broke the celibacy. It hurts your feelings. So how do you deal with your own pain? I see that you holistic trauma therapy and everything else. How do you therapeutic yourself?
Well, for me, honestly, as any, therapist that's worked their degree on the wall will tell you, a therapist can only do so much self-care. That aid in your healing journey. So I have my own therapist who I'm with. I have a group therapy program that I'm a part of that I, join when I need that community and that added sense of encouragement. I do a lot of self-care. I do journaling. I do a lot that keeps me sane. So like, even when I'm heartbroken, I have those other methods of, just getting better and staying better.
I put up a post the other day on Facebook, Dr. Kalen, in regards to therapy. And me personally, I'm not anti-therapy. I'm anti-commercialization of therapy. So how do you feel about people who go into therapy just to put it on Facebook and say, hey, I went to therapy?
I think that there's quite a few people who have fallen into the trap of therapy being trendy, if that makes sense. There's a lot of therapy providers that I don't necessarily agree with because of their treatment models. And I think that it's okay to share your journey, sure, but if all you're ever talking about is all of the progress you've made and all of these big things you're doing, but you've only been in therapy for a short period of time, I feel like that's probably you more so just looking to, get some kudos and maybe be a part of
clout
the
chasing.
trend versus like
Your therapy clout chasing. I also had a follow-up question to something else too. Is therapeutic a word?
Therapeutic.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
Yeah, I think that at a certain point, if you've only been in therapy for, let's say, 6 weeks and you're posting about all of this life-changing, treatment that you've had and all this progress you've made, you're probably just looking for kudos.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's a private thing. Like, everybody be
such a short
concerned
amount
about
of time to make that kind of progress.
People be so concerned about, I ain't going to a therapist. They about to tell all my business. And then they come out of the therapy telling all their business.
Nah, man, therapy actually works. Oh, I've been to therapy before. It works, man. If you
How long did you go to therapy though for, Rob? Was it like a 12-week thing?
Yeah, I was going for some months. I went from, because I got out in December, so I went from like August. I went from like August to September all the way till I got out.
Was it ordered?
Yeah, I had checked myself in.
Was it so? It was voluntary. You didn't have to.
Yeah, I voluntarily went to go get therapy.
Okay, all right. Well,
but like I say, if you did that for that many months, then that makes sense for you to have made a lot of progress. That's a difference versus somebody who did it for a month and they're like, oh, I don't have any more, negative feelings about anything. It's just not realistic. And as somebody who's been in therapy half their life and who is a therapist, people, they're overselling it when they get on the internet and they're just like, oh yeah, I did therapy for 4 weeks and I managed to heal decades of trauma. Like, no, you didn't. You didn't.
So with your
okay.
Mom,
that's okay.
So Dr. Kaylin, with your mom being, as deep as she was getting a master's of psychology, it was her decision to put you in at like 15 years old?
It was mandated because I had a suicide attempt, my 14th birthday. So it was legally mandated that I had to start therapy and medication.
Who didn't show up to the party? Damn. What
you
the
say
fuck?
Your 14th birthday?
My 14th birthday, I had a suicide attempt. It wasn't about that. It was that I was dealing with a lot of things. I had a lot of physical health issues. And then I was sexually assaulted by a group of men and couldn't tell anybody. I didn't tell anybody until I was grown because the family dynamics weren't comfortable for me to feel open enough to admit that. It was a lot of religious trauma and misogyny going on there, although me and my family have made a lot of progress since then. So with all of that, like, I was just ready to end it all. And thankfully, my mom is actually the one who saved me when I had my first attempt. So that ended up, and that ended up leading into me getting into therapy and all of that. And even though as an adult, I've been able to look at different treatment avenues where, like, okay, maybe I don't need medication or pharmaceuticals. Maybe I can try more holistic methods. But therapy for me has been pretty consistent for the last half of my life.
Wow. So how does that affect your relationship with the opposite sex? I know you mentioned the celibacy, but is your trust level really low due to those circumstances that took place when you were younger?
Honestly, this is going to sound crazy, but throughout as much therapy as I've been in, both group and individual, my childhood sexual assault really doesn't play at this point that big of a role in my current relationships with men. It's more so me realizing over the years as somebody who has a really, really big heart and who gives too much of myself, honestly, when I have feelings for men. Like, it's more so me having had so many men take advantage of that or not appreciate that. And then having a little bit of bitterness there, a little bit of trauma there, where when I meet someone new and I start catching those feelings, because I'm very decisive, it don't take me all day to recognize sunshine. So sometimes like my feelings are faster than the average person if I really like somebody and if I click with them. So it then becomes a little bit of an issue of like, okay, like you're not appreciating what I'm doing. Like I'm breaking my back to support you. And I don't think you're, reciprocating. So now there's an issue there where it may not even necessarily be that the person doesn't appreciate me. They just they're not working on the same pace as me, if that makes sense.
I'm just happy to see that you were able to bounce back. It seems like you're very successful in everything that you're doing now. And I see that you do tell stories when you go to these events. I did read that on your website as well. So are these the type of stories that you share with audiences?
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I don't often talk about my childhood mental health experiences, but I don't have a problem with it. Usually when I go to these events, it's more so like an upbeat, motivational, like, yeah, you can do this and you can do that. And I'm a Black girl who came from a low income family and who had this and that and blah, blah, blah going on. And you can do it too.
I do some shit like that, man. I'm a little like Pinocchio on that Geico commercial. All of you have potential. I'm gonna be lying like a motherfucker. I cannot motivate nobody. Because I don't see it in everybody. So what I look like talking to a whole audience talking about some y'all could do it, and I'm like, nah, some of y'all can't. I know it. I know it for real.
Yeah. Some people just have different talents.
Yes. And Dr. Kaylin, I relate to you so much. Like I too have a giving coochie, like I'm a very giving type of woman. I have a giving coochie. This is why I live at home with my mother now, right? I cannot be trusted with my own apartment, okay? Because you dick me down one time.
I thought you were about to say my own coochie.
You can move in, okay? I have tried to save too many good dick men, okay? Too many PlayStations have been plugged into my apartment, so now I live with my mother because she says no, right?
So, Dr. Kaylin, this is the first time you met NiNi too, right?
It is, and I'm very glad we met.
So, if you don't know, NiNi was actually overweight. She is no longer overweight.
Why do you gotta say it like drug addict? Overweight.
It is like obesity is like a disease, condition, drug, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So. I think that it was a condition you get caught in, and then now it's like you're not. But that's a trauma in itself, though. You mentioned body image and physical things like that. So who knows what people go through when they're trapped in that body?
That is very true.
Yeah, and I mean, from what I can see, you look fabulous, and I'm sure you were, sister. But no, I hear you on that. When I lived at home with my family, I've had my own place I'm in my 4th year now. But when I lived at home until I was 25, it was a lot easier to not sleep with men because I still lived at home. So I hear you with that. Sometimes living with your parents can be a protection.
When I was living with my mama, man, I used to light that electric box up. She had a green box that was in the back of her house. And you can't come in, but you can come in this green box, literally.
You fucking people on your mama generator? Like,
yeah, I did that.
Bobby.
Hey, growth.
You wild.
I don't do it anymore.
Growth, man. That's the same.
Hey, but if y'all just tune in, it's the Parlay Podcast, man. We got Dr. Kaylin M. Lawrence on the show, man. She came through, shared some pretty deep stuff. I thought I was in the 13 Reasons Why episode, but it was necessary. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you for sharing that. I do want to jump into some last week's news, though. And Dr. Kaylin, I know you busy. NiNi don't watch TV at all. But I'm about to jump into some stories, man. So this segment right here is called Last Week's News on the Parlay Podcast. What we got? First and foremost, let's talk about D Rose. He used to throw up the pitchforks. Now he's going to be throwing out the first pitch at the White Sox game, March 27th. That's going down. March 27th, Derrick Rose will be throwing out the first pitch for the Chicago White Sox.
That's what's up, man. Derrick Rose is hands down one of my favorite basketball players to this day. I admire Derrick Rose, bro.
Big time, yeah, no doubt. That's super dope. Just wanted to shout him out real quick. In other news, we had these two crazy motherfuckers this past And Rob, I know that you've been following the story. Just Hilarious, Kanye West. Everybody don't need social media, man.
And I say that too, because everybody feel like their opinion is the only one that matters, and they feel like if you don't agree with them, then like you breaking every law in America or something. It's wild.
So are y'all familiar, NiNi, Dr. Kaylin, are y'all familiar with the story? Let's start with Just Hilarious. Are y'all familiar with Just Hilarious and what went down this past week?
So
I know enough.
I think so. Let me sum it up. She got on Instagram or whatever social media after Corey Holcomb.
Yeah, Corey Holcomb. Shout out.
Corey Holcomb calls her less hilarious, which is very. First of all, hey Queen. Every time Corey Holcomb calls her that, I'd be like, "Oh sis, you are so jealous, girl." Corey Holcomb is so jealous that got to shape that, because Corey Holcomb is a girl. Like, I ain't never seen Corey Holcomb go after a man so much, but like it's something that I don't know if he tried to fuck Jess or he want to be like Jess. Or
it's got to be more to it.
It's something more to it, because the way he be digging at her has to be studied. Like, it brings the gay out of him very, very quickly. So,
but I kind of agree with him though, in a sense. Like, I get it. I get what you're saying. Like, he's so anti-women on the surface, and you'd be like, man, what's your problem with women, man? Don't you got a mama? Don't you got some sisters or something? Some aunties? But I gotta keep it real, man. She got pregnant too quick on the Breakfast Club.
But who's to say so? Corey Holcomb, he was walking around here looking pregnant half of his fucking career. Didn't nobody say nothing. He was shaped like an auntie. Like, he had breasts. He had fucking supple bosoms. His fucking career, he was sweating a little.
He was ovulating and shit.
So
that shit's wild.
Hey, shout out to Corey Holcomb, man. But hey, I gotta agree with you with the women thing. But come on, y'all, let's keep it real. I'm gonna bring them back up on the screen in a minute. But man, let's talk about.
I was gonna touch on the whole Just Hilarious thing. So what my initial social media meltdown was her when she got on live and she talked about how she felt about being treated at the Breakfast Club. That's the only viral clips I've seen. I didn't see the ones where I didn't see the ones where Corey Holcomb was going at her, because he always going at her. So I thought that was just resurfaced old news. But what I've seen was she felt like she was treated unjustly at the Breakfast Club. So she just went in on everybody there. But then
that was because she felt like nobody stuck up for her.
Oh, okay. So that's the main story. Okay, I didn't catch that part.
Led to her getting online, because she felt like nobody ever says anything when this nigga comes after her, posts like stuff like that. She thinks Charlamagne and DJ Envy should stand up for her. You're a comedian, Jess. You're a comedian, baby. Who like get out of your feelings?
Social median. Let's get it clear, because I've actually seen some of her sets, and I'm gonna still go with social median.
Right.
Because the less hilarious.
I feel like with her, I don't know a whole lot about her, but I do watch the Breakfast Club passively. A lot of the commentary I saw was like her talking about, not feeling supported by Charlamagne and DJ Envy, and then feeling like that other girl like was trying to replace her and all of this. And while I don't think a lot of her commentary is like within my sense of humor, so I don't find her to be super funny all the time. I can see why she would feel some type of way if she was going into it like, oh, I'm gonna be the next
Oprah Winfrey.
Her name is escaped Angela Yee. I'm gonna be the next Angela Yee, and I'm gonna be on this show for years and not have no competition. But like, I mean, unfortunately, if you going on maternity leave for months, like they had to replace you with somebody, So at the end of the day, I think she should probably just chill out just a little bit, Yeah,
she should have. She had an opportunity to shut the fuck up, and she should have shut up, because if I take everything in its totality, right? You just joined this. You just signed this contract. You're on a Breakfast Club. You get popped off. I get it. And then you're going to get a replacement who you choose, who not only looks better than you, but got journalistic chops.
Yeah, but she said that though. That's why the energy felt weird, because she was like, "Yo, this is why I picked her, because she has journalistic chops and she could read. She like, I'm supposed to just be just with the mess and be funny in this, and she picked her. So it was just like, why y'all beefing in the first place?"
Yeah, she shouldn't have took it to Instagram though. So like the whole thing with the social media meltdown, and we're gonna get into Ye in a sec, because Ye has a lot to unpack, and I'm glad we got a therapist on the show because we need to figure this nigga out. But as far as like the Just Hilarious thing, I just think that she could have did that a whole different way, airing that out on Instagram Live. You know they're not going to renew her contract. If they do, they dumb as hell.
Well, yeah.
What, NiNi?
Yeah, if you really want to work someplace, you got to handle that behind the scenes, baby. And you go into social media, even though you are on social media and you came from social media, that's the thing. You signed contracts.
And that's what DJ Envy and Charlamagne was telling her. Like, you could have said this to us off air. And DJ Envy was like, I pulled you out in a hallway off air. Like, yo, whatever the problem is, we could fix it before it get out of hand. And I guess that shit went in one ear and out the other with her ass.
It brought more attention to their segment, because really after Angela Yee left, not a lot of people were paying attention to the Breakfast Club anymore.
Yeah, I think that it was a gift and a curse for Just Hilarious to do this. I think in the long run, they're going to keep Lauren, get rid of Jess, and because they know if you do it once, you're going to do it twice. Every time you get pissed off at something, now you got to go talk to these theoretical people that's watching you on Instagram Live. You listening to Corey Holcomb poking the bear. She fell for the bait, man. I never understand how people fall for the bait. Even when I go fishing, like I like to fish, and if I was a fish, if it was a worm in the shape of a hook, I'm not biting that worm.
Right.
Like that's just how I think. But that's just hilarious. Let's see how that play out. Let's talk about this nigga from the Chi.
I didn't see what Kanye. Oh yeah, he went down on a list of people who felt did him wrong or some shit.
Bruh, Dr. Kaylin, have you seen the Ye shit?
All I heard was that he was going off about Beyonce and Jay-Z's kids, and then he had Northwest on a song with R. Kelly, which was weird.
So the biggest thing is Kanye West saying something negative about Jay-Z and Beyonce's youngest two children. I had questions like, why don't I see them as much as Blue Ivy?
What did he say?
He said he called them the R word. We live on YouTube, so I can't say the R word, but y'all know what it is. It rhymes with we farted.
He said it rhymes with we farted.
We smarted.
Yeah, there we go.
Slow started. There you go.
Yeah, so Ye, he angry, he hurt, you know what I'm saying? So he said Jay-Z didn't show up to their wedding, him and Kim Kardashian, and he slid up in Drake's DM talking about, are you talking to my wife? And Drake was like, I've never spoke to Bianca, and he was referring to Kim Kardashian. Apparently Drake been feeding Kim Kardashian some type of information about Ye. Then he writes down this whole list of people who betrayed him, including Virgil, who's dead.
Right.
Well, he we don't know.
And the black culture. He said the black culture betrayed him.
Yay, you've been fucking non-black women for a while, nigga. You betrayed yourself. That dick betrayed you, okay? You was fucking the bitch that made you get lipo, baby. Okay? You made you think twice because you had a fupa and she made you embarrassed, bitch. You shaped like your mama down there. That's Donda, baby. Yo,
I don't know why you mad, nigga. You say Ye sitting on that Donda?
She's sitting on that Donda down there. That lower body.
Oh, shit.
Cracking up in my head. Nigga. I don't even laugh out loud for real, but I want to.
That shit's funny.
Hilarious.
Ye walking around with baby mama hips and shit.
Walking around Hollywood with sauna suits on and shit. Sauna suits and boots.
Okay.
That nigga, yeah, he got on a body shaper. Like, what the fuck is going on,
Body
boy?
shaper.
I know what it is.
And are we gonna cancel Ye though? Like, I don't think Ye is cancelable. I don't think so.
Yeah.
No, at this point, people just make fun of Kanye now. It's not even canceling. We just
everybody got a cousin like Kanye. He's a little like diagnosed. You know, everybody knows. Like everybody knows.
If you had to diagnose him, Dr. Caleb, just off what you see through the media, what would you say is his issue?
Well, I believe that Kanye was diagnosed as having BPD or bipolar disorder, which his behavior is very consistent with the typical symptoms of someone who has untreated bipolar disorder, because from the way he behaves, I'm sure he is not in therapy and he is not on medication, which are two very vital treatments for people who have bipolar disorder. So the very erratic social media rants and exposing everybody, and like even like his fashion sense, the way he's always looking for all this like attention and rage baiting, that is very consistent with somebody who might be having manic episodes. And then on the flip side, him getting into a lot of this ho-hum, woe is me, like that is consistent with somebody who's experiencing major depression. So to me, he seems like a very clear example of somebody who has untreated bipolar disorder. So him having the resources he has, he needs to get help.
BPD with delusions of grandeur, okay, and then being stuck in fucking Hollywood, and now you got a whole bunch of mulatto kids running the fuck around, and you thinking twice about why the fuck you.
I'm sorry. Just like I did with the celibacy, can we rewind? Did you say mulatto? I love you.
Mulatto kids running around. Question it.
Yeah, I just we gotta pray for that brother. You know what I'm saying? Because he won an Oz. He's from Chicago, just like you know, whatever Corey Holcomb got against Just Hilarious. Anybody from Chicago, I hope they win. But when they start doing shit that we cannot defend, it becomes an issue.
Absolutely.
You know, I can't defend this guy. What'd you say?
I think Kanye West for a while has been doing some wild stuff. Even the fact that he was a very big MAGA supporter, being from the Chi in a low-income neighborhood, Black man. I don't understand how nobody else saw that as a red flag, that he was such a big MAGA supporter. But a lot of people didn't realize that that was a manifestation of his mental illness, because he's quite intelligent, really. But for him to go from like, oh, I'm a full-fledged, I'm for the community, I'm a liberal, free the people, to like extra animated MAGA person, like that was very obvious that was not right.
We was like, not that George Bush don't care about black people coming over here to Trump.
Right.
Yes.
He did all that to try to get Larry Hoover out of jail, and that shit did not work.
Kanye checks didn't clear yet. When he was saying that about George Bush,
free Larry Hoover, and it did not work, bro.
Yeah, he was still waiting for the Rockefeller checks to clear, and then he probably wouldn't have said that shit.
Not the Rockefeller checks.
You know, I really thought he got along with Trump because him and Trump are shaped the same. They both look like Golden Girls. Okay.
Donald Trump got the Donda body too.
Like Trump shaped like a Golden Girl. Like he's shaped like okay.
Jesus,
y'all are funny.
Hey, NiNi cracks me up every single week. Y'all tune into the Parlay Podcast, man, every Sunday night, 8 p.m., man. We got Dr. Kalen in the building, man, kicking the bobos with us. We're going to pray for you, man. I got to get to another news story because we still got to tell them why you mad, Rob, coming up. Hey, Rob, we're going to jump into that next after we get done with these last two news stories.
Hey, that's what I'm ready.
It is another one. Another situation I read into. Quinta Brunson from Abbott Elementary, she just divorced a white guy we never met.
We ain't never met him, but good job for you, Queen. Break these Caucasians' hearts.
They don't even look like somebody that she would be with. Like, they look like an awkward couple.
I thought her and Everybody Hates Chris was together in real life.
Oh yeah. Tyler James Williams. Yeah, bro.
That's his name, bro?
Yeah.
Okay. I call him Everybody Hates Chris.
Everybody Hates Chris. The whole title. The whole title, Bobby?
Yeah, you gotta say the whole name.
Whole name, like a pimp named Slickback.
But this was stripped out to me because first of all, we didn't know that she was with Jonah Hill. You know what I'm saying? So
not Jonah Hill.
This ain't Jonah Hill?
No.
Okay, no, that's not Jonah Hill.
Y'all lying like a mother. Y'all know this Jonah Hill, man. Quit playing with me.
No, that's
white people do fit in 5 categories, so that could be he's Jonah Hill-esque. Okay, you do look similar, like
because they made her name super big for this right here, and they didn't even mention his name. So I was like, damn, I didn't know Jonah Hill was with old girl from Abbott.
Right, that's not Jonah Hill though.
So do y'all think this though? Let me ask this though, right? Because she was getting a lot of black people awards, the NAACP Image Awards, and everything else, and she was kind of keeping him in the dark. Do you think that she got one NAACP Image Award too many and said, I can't be with your white ass no more?
I can see it. It's you damaging my blackness. I got to get rid of you. Now she finna go date somebody like super black. Like she finna go fuck Seal or something to make up for this divorce.
I heard Draymond Green slid in her DM.
She gonna have to go fuck Jaime Hunsu or some shit.
It's gonna be with Draymond.
You said Draymond Green. Oh yeah, that's the blackest nigga you could. Yeah, she gonna go fuck Draymond Green.
She gonna be with she definitely gonna be with nobody from the Golden State Warriors except for Draymond Green. Everybody else on that team is very, very white.
Very, very white.
So
I think she left him because like he started to get abusive. Look at that hairline; it's starting to inch back. Like you see her hairline, them corners are coming back quick. Coming back quick. Faster the men's corners come back, the more domestic violence that happens in that relationship. I see you, Quinta. Run, baby. He was getting there. He was trying to grow his beard out to distract you from them corners. But I'm a barber. I see them corners, sir.
So, NiNi, you said this is a Lifetime movie antagonist? Was this what you said?
Out of there. Because, like, domestic violence is one thing, but then domestic violence with a white man hitting you, that's too much like slavery. Like,
and then on top of that, they're going to get away with it.
You got to get out of there. That's slavery. Like, okay, if a nigga's hitting you, that's like, okay, that's a nigga hitting you. Like, that shouldn't happen either. But a white man hitting you in 2025? Man. Oh, fuck, bitch. You was, come on.
Hey, Black Lives Matter on that ass. Hey, but Quinta Brunson, man, she got a really great show. I don't watch it as much as my wife do, but it's a pretty good show. That's all I can say about that. One more story, y'all, and we're gonna jump into what Rob got to talk about because I still got to scroll and troll, and we still got NiNi's Notion coming up.
Dr. Kelly, do you dabble outside of your race? Do you date outside of your race?
I do. If I'm being honest, the majority of my relationships have been with men who were, if not outside of my race, at least outside of my culture, they weren't African American. I would say Hispanic men, honestly, are my biggest fans. So Mexicans and Puerto Ricans mostly. And then I've dated quite a few white men and all of that. Yeah.
They think you're Puerto Rican. Your natural hell Puerto Rican.
And then I guess it don't help that I speak Spanish too, so that don't help.
Buenos noches and burritos and nachos to you too, Dr. Kelly.
I can't do Latinos. Like my father's Cuban. I'm half Cuban. My father's Cuban, but I can't do Latinos, baby. They argue too fucking much, baby. You don't argue too much. You like
they real passionate.
Okay. They passionate, but they gotta argue to get their dick hard. That's why they gotta fight all the time. That's why it's foreplay. The argument is foreplay. I can't do this. Bitch, this is a telenovela. I can't. That's too fucking much.
Telenovela. Yo.
Okay.
I used to.
I date everybody. Honestly, I don't discriminate. Whether you.
Your preference is Hispanic or Latino. I don't know what to call them because they be getting mad when you say either one. I'm not Latino. I'm Hispanic. I'm not Hispanic. I'm Latino. So I don't know. But That's your preference?
I wouldn't say they're my preference. I think I'm their preference. Like the majority of men who hit on me are either white or Hispanic. Like, I don't know what, I mean, I get African American guys trying to hit on me, but it's not as common.
Do you think that you may be, and I hate that I got to say this about our people, but do you think that you intimidate black men?
This might be it. I've been told quite a bit that I'm a little bit intimidated, and I think it's just because my demeanor. I'm like a real straight up person. So even though I'm friendly, I don't like BS. Like, I don't believe in lying to these men. I don't like when they lie to me, even if they think they're like protecting my feelings. I can't take it. So I think that somebody who's so like intense like that, I think they, not used to that.
I feel you on that. That's all. I like how that. I like how that sounds. I'm having some technical issues over here. Give me 1 sec, y'all.
And he had to close his Pornhub window.
Nah, you ain't lying, man. I was over there. Hey, I had it open, man. It's actually on the other monitor, man. I found a scissor porn.
Because Bobby, like the background behind you does look like the office of a dad who masturbates a lot in his office. Like, it looks like it does very much look like this is my man cave. I can come where I wanna.
I just don't come in here with that CSI black light, man. You might find something, okay? So just mind your business, all right? Okay, Homer Simpson has seen it all.
Oh my God.
Just be clear. No, I don't even masturbate, man. It's not even my thing, man. I don't like being that comfortable with myself.
Not that comfortable.
You're lying.
Oh my God.
I don't. I think I did it like one. I think I did it probably like 3 months in a row when I was 12.
Not 3 months in a row.
Yeah, I overly masturbated when I was 12, so I don't do that shit now, man. When I found out I could do that, I took days off of school.
Yes.
Not days off of school.
This is my job. Let me
I was like, I want to feel that again and again.
I mean, hey, if you got a woman and y'all got a great relationship there, I guess it's not really much of a need, huh?
Yeah, I don't get down, man. But what I realized though is if you masturbate too much, it's gonna mess up not your sex drive, but it's gonna mess up how long you can stay inside. So it's like you can't do it that much.
Yeah, man, you desensitize yourself.
Oh, so it makes it so you can't feel nothing?
No,
you come quick.
You come quick, and it messes up a lot.
What do you mean you come quick?
Like sex lasts 30 seconds.
Yeah, what do you mean?
You come quick? I thought you're supposed to masturbate before you.
No, that's what he's saying. When you do excessive masturbation, it fucks up a lot down there. Like, it makes you come faster, it throws your timing off, and it can make you desensitized to sex. Like, you will have trouble getting hard and shit because you're used to masturbating.
Yeah.
You mean you do yourself so well that you don't want pussy no more?
She asking you, Rob. Rob, she's talking to you. Rob, that's for you.
Niggas is gay. I knew it. I told y'all.
How does that make you gay?
Like, not y'all touching yourself so well that you don't want pussy no more. Not you.
That's not the case.
Not y'all doing dick so well. You do dick so well.
NiNi have a moment like this every episode. She
looking for a reason to call somebody gay. The whole point went over her head.
Y'all are doing dicks double time. Y'all doing
that's just the same. That's just the same if a woman could desensitize her coochie from overstimulation from using a rose all the time.
See, I don't use electrical toys.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. I'm not speaking for you though. That's what I'm saying. Like, it happens. It fucks the shit up.
Using your hand. Your hand is enough. You using your hand enough. You see how powerful dick is? Let me get an amen. Okay?
NiNi, I can't wait till you write this book, and I hope the name of the book is called "Do You See How Powerful Dick Is?" That's a great title for the book by NiNi. It'd be super dope, super fun having Dr. Kayla here on the parlay today. You having a good time, Dr. Kayla?
Yes, y'all are a hoot. Y'all are very funny. Thank you guys for having me.
I like to hear black people say a hoot. I don't know. I don't hear it often, and when black people say it, it sounds pretty dope.
Man, I was waiting to be like, Keith Penny told me that joke.
More money. Yeah. Hey, one more story, y'all, because I posted about him this past week, man. And then we're going to talk about what Rob got going on. Going to get in the scroll and troll, and then we're going to take it out with NiNi and Notion. But Jonathan Majors and Megan Good.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, Rob, I know you went to the DC Marvel comic shit that what NiNi say, nerdy shit. I like nerdy shit. Mm-hmm. I don't watch it, but I know Jonathan Majors was a big deal in that universe, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
What did he do? Every video I saw of this dude, he was running from a white girl. So what did he do to get his contracts taken away?
They said he I guess I want to say so like it was like minor domestic battery, but it was just him trying to keep her off of him though. Like you said, the nigga was just sprinting around the block, but you know, she was a white woman that cried wolf and she got away with the shit.
So it's basically Rosewood, but we never got to the end of the movie.
Right, because after the case was over with, everybody found out that she was on bullshit and then she lied about half the shit she said he did to her. So
let me ask the ladies this though, since we got some ladies here. And it's Women's History Month. Shout out to all the ladies out there celebrating Women's History Month, man. Y'all dope as fuck, man, especially black ones. So NiNi, Dr. Kaylin, Jonathan Majors, when we first got introduced to him, it was like right before Creed 3 dropped, and he did the ebony pose, and he had flowers all over him. I'm sure NiNi thought it was gay. But were y'all into the Jonathan Majors trend where y'all thought he was fine as hell, and then did y'all just like dump him off side of the road when y'all found all this shit out?
Personally, I mean, I think he's talented, very talented, but I've never thought he was like all that physically. Like, so I was never like crazy about him, but I do think he's very talented for sure.
I never seen people turn on somebody so fast though. They loved him, then they hated him in like a blink of an eye.
Man, absolutely. And them prematurely like taking his contracts and stuff away was crazy because he did a dope ass job as Kang the Conqueror in the Marvel universe. Like I said,
I knew you saw that shit. I knew you saw that
shit.
Yeah,
man. Absolutely.
I saw it too. He did do good as Kang. You know, I saw it too. He did. I think they could look at him.
Because you date interracially. I knew you saw that shit too.
Yeah, man. So
I'm a big superhero nerd.
Big superhero nerds over here. So like,
wait a minute. So why don't you and Rob do a thing? I'm gonna do this because I'm in between y'all. Wow, yes.
I'm gonna do this in between y'all.
Yes, do a thing. Connect. I can see y'all doing something. Like I can imagine. Yes, because Dr. Kaylin, you got that. Ooh, rock, like I've imagined. Ooh, that's
y'all had the cutest chubby cheek babies. Y'all two have some of the cutest.
Okay, y'all have some of the cutest nearsighted kids in the fucking world.
Man, a bunch of
Manila folder fucking flavor.
Y'all babies can't see shit.
Curly hair baby.
Curly hair babies.
I mean, it's a piece of work though. So we joke, but I'm a lot to handle. So
what you mean by that, Dr.
He can do the job, baby. He's an ex-vet. He's a vet. He can do the job.
Rob said he ready for the assignment, Captain. You know what I'm saying? He ready for that tour of duty.
Yeah, funny, man.
I'm somebody where I really don't feel like I ask for a whole lot in relationships, but given my dating history, maybe I do, you know, and I'm not shy about it. You know, I will get on a nigga if I feel like he BSing me.
Okay.
And I don't play the game.
NiNi, get them together right now.
Dr. Kaylin, no, you don't.
Get them together right now. You said what now? What?
What you did was you told your requirements and maybe they cleared themselves out of the way because they could not meet them. Okay? You didn't ask for too much. You set your boundaries. You set your requirements.
And Rob wasn't in your life yet. You know, now Rob is here.
I mean, my standards are pretty low, man. I like women that eat tacos and ain't afraid to pee outside. So,
hold on, bro. Let's rewind, man. I get what I'm glad you gave us an example, but man, you said my standards are pretty low. That's funny as shit, man.
I'm simple, bro. You gotta love tacos, good movies, and you ain't afraid to pee outside.
So,
Not how
Dr.
many.
Dr. Kaylin, are you afraid to pee outside? That's the question.
If you gotta go, you gotta go. So,
girl, close the deal, baby. Close the deal, Rob. You here? She gets pussy in nature and put them together, baby. She'll wipe that coochie with a leaf for you, okay? She'll shake.
Hey, Dr. Kaylin to be in the middle of the relationship talking about something. No, we ain't fucking. I'm practicing celibacy for the next 3 months. Rob would be mad than a motherfucker.
Boy, I'm on a drought right now. It's been like 7 months.
Don't tell nobody else. Don't tell nobody else that shit, man.
Hey, I mean,
that's good.
I don't care about I'm honest and not afraid to show my emotions, bro. So it's been a drought. It's been like 7 months.
Let me.
Dry.
Okay,
he said dry.
You say drought. That's really good. And you said it's been 7 months. That's really good. So if any STDs would have shown up, they would have shown up by now. Go get a My Chart refresh and go get a checkup.
She giving me medical advice and shit.
Dr. Kaylin, I know you are a doctor, baby, so I know you keep that coochie right, okay? That is business casual puss right there, okay?
Hey, and NiNi speaking highly of that.
Coochie, bitch. So I already know your My Chart is up to date. My Chart in hand, Rob. You are a vet. You can go get that dick checked anywhere for free.
First of all, I get my dick checked all the time. I've never had any STD ever in my life.
Rewind. Why do you go all the time?
I'm 40 some years old, so I go get frequent checkups. I go get my blood drawn. I go get all type of physical done all the time. That's why I get free healthcare. I'm a very healthy man. I've never even had chicken pox.
Sir, don't say that. Now that's Dr. Kaylin. That's a red flag, okay? Like
I ain't never heard nobody say. I ain't never heard nobody say chicken pox in the
You don't want to deal with it. You don't want to deal with a nigga getting chicken pox in his old age. That's called shingles.
I'm never gonna, bro. The Navy didn't.
Shingles, Rob. When you get the chicken pox in your old age, you getting shingles.
Bro,
okay.
Bro, the Navy has doped me over so much medication. I don't even catch the common cold, bro. Like
Ooh, Dr. Kaylin, do you hear that? He got bionic dick.
I don't, man. Like this is my
common cold can keep that.
We trying to hook Rob and Dr. Kaylin up on the Parlay Podcast. If you just tuning in, this shit finna happen.
Honestly, I ain't gonna hold y'all. Like, I ain't gonna get into no details because I don't know who cool with who, but the person I was talking about who broke my heart a couple months ago, a little while ago. No. He's cool people. We ain't never been on that, but like he was an entertainer who y'all, I'm sure probably know.
Didn't say the name.
I won't say who it is. I ain't got no time for no issues. But after that, I said I ain't got time for no more performers. I said that lifestyle, I guess maybe I'm a little too territorial for that.
Hey, text me the name so I can say it.
He said text me the name so I can say it. Yo, wow.
He a comedian, Dr. Kaylin?
He a performer. He wear many hats. And I was like, woo. I said, I don't think that lifestyle for me, baby, because I'm territorial. I don't care.
Rob, you know this guy?
I'm like, I don't care about.
I don't know who she's talking about.
I don't care about none of that. Oh, we just doing a skit. I don't want to see no female with her booty cheeks out twerking on you, pouring liquor in your mouth, all on your. I don't care if it's a skit or not, baby. I don't care.
I'm starting to understand who this is.
You talking about OJ?
No comment. I can't disclose who it is, but the lifestyle of the performer.
Parlay. Hey, look, ain't nobody watching us right now. Go ahead, tell us that now.
You feel like right now, bro.
Man, it's weird.
Yeah, I'll leave it at that though. I realized I've tried the rappers, I've tried the actors, I've tried the the comedians, I've tried them all, and all the performers. It's too much. It's too many women that's constantly around them, and
Why
all
would
of them.
why would you risk your life dating a rapper, man? Are you watching the news?
Man, don't get me started on the rappers now, because I done dated a few of them.
Pop Smoke.
I would date a rapper is if he let me get a life insurance plan on him. Then I'd date you and I'd take you everywhere, nigga. Come on.
That's a strategic plan right there.
That's very strategic.
Out. If I can get a life insurance plan like they motherfucking record labels, baby, let's go, baby. I'm cashing out.
Hey, Dr. Kaylin, next time you get with a rapper, make sure you get that life insurance plan, pay that premium, because it's only like a 6-month plan. You know what I'm saying? This is
That's all you need. That's all you need, baby.
Super dope.
Yeah, I realized. I said I think I'm not. I think in order to be with a performer full time, like in a real relationship, I think you either gotta be poly or you gotta be real relaxed in a way that I'm not like.
Are you open?
Like, I'm ready
poly?
for marriage.
Bobby,
you gotta be patient.
Real quick, can you read the comment real quick?
What we got?
It's a comment.
Yeah, it's a little bit of comment. Somebody watching.
Oh snap! We found out who it is, man. This is Rome Anthony that you was.
That's what you're talking about.
We're talking about Rome Anthony. Rome
sorry. He's sorry.
He's sorry, but Rome Anthony, a original player from the Himalayas. Rome, 60
You know
years
what?
old.
He telling the truth, y'all. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Hey, if you just tuned in to the Parlay Podcast, we just found out that Dr. Kaylin was dating a performer from Chicago who just so happened to be a multi-talented person who does skits, and they pour liquor in their mouth and they let women with their booty cheeks out dance on them. If you know of this person that we're discussing, please put it in the comments, because she won't say the motherfucking name.
Well, it's people. It's people. Like I say, I've dated rappers, actors, several comedians, several performers, and like it's just. It be the same nonsense every time I say I'm not cool enough to be that girl. Like, I'm not relaxed enough. So
what's your feelings on the poly life though? Like, I see a lot of people tapping in with that, and you mentioned it if they was doing poly, so it sounds like it might be an option for you in the near future.
I think that for me personally, like knowing that I'm like ready for marriage, like I'm ready to settle down, find my husband, have a kid. I think that like realistically, somebody who is poly just wouldn't make sense for me. And I think that if you're going to be in a relationship, like a long-term relationship with somebody who is living the rock star lifestyle, you either got to be poly or you got to be real relaxed. And I'm not either. So, yeah.
NiNi, how you feel about the poly life? I know you're pretty open to other things. How you feel about it?
I am pretty open to things. I just think the poly life is right now is motherfuckers just being honest about their wants with their partner.
Saying that they just don't want to be monogamous. What's the word? Monogamous?
It's not a monogamous, because even though you are poly, that doesn't mean there is still such thing as like cheating. There is still such thing as being dishonest. There are other things that come with the relationship. Because you're poly just means you can love more than one person.
Got you.
I think that is totally logical and reasonable, because first you gotta love yourself to love anybody else. So you're automatically loving more than one person when you're loving another person.
You know, shout out to Dwayne Mooney. He's one of my friends on Facebook who just so happened to be Paul Mooney's one of Paul Mooney's twin sons. He had two sons who look alike, but he's in the poly life. And he is like celebrating every chance he get. He posing with the women and shit. And from a distance, that look cool. But what if they like have periods in different times of the month? Your house stinking like a motherfucker.
That sounds like it's more than a sex thing with the poly thing. It's more than a sexual thing. You're not always fucking laying down with these people. If you're in a relationship, that means you're going through relationship shit with more than one person at the same time.
Like, I ain't got the patience.
And it's supposed to be for generational wealth too. It's a whole system because I did research and like asked about it a long time ago, and I found out this girl I work with in the Navy, she was the military police. Her whole family is actually part of the poly life, and she was like, it's structure, it's rules, it's regulations. Everybody
That
got
shit
to
sound like a
contribute.
cult.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like to me. Where the way they was set up, she was like, it's set up for generational wealth, and everybody got to bring something to the table. Like it's real business savvy
Man, that's
when
a
they do.
Mexican family.
I think that it's definitely, especially when you look at other cultures, like it's benefits to it for sure. And I think that different strokes for different folks, whatever works for you. But I think that me being somebody I've only ever had serious relationships that were monogamous. And me just naturally, I'm a real Capricorn. I'm real territorial. I don't like to share what's real important to me. I think that for me, it just probably would never work. Not for nothing serious. If we were just like talking casually, that's one thing. But I ain't gonna hold you. I kind of envy the women who are able to not be as territorial or as jealous, and they're able to live a little bit more fluidly with their partners, because I feel like maybe if I was more relaxed like that, maybe I would have been settled down by now, but we'll see.
But Dr. Kaylin, I feel like monogamy is still like these days monogamy. When people say monogamy, being with one person, they're not talking about just having feelings for one person for their entire existence and that one person only for that entire existence. They're talking about one person at a time. And what that is polyamory just spread out over a long time, because I'm sure you've been in relationships with multiple people, yes?
Yeah.
Have you loved multiple people, yes?
Yeah. Too many.
Is it possible to love multiple people? Yes.
Yeah.
At the same time.
You are poly. You are just poly with a hyperfixation, a focus of one at a time. You enjoy one at a time. And me too. I enjoy one at a time. I consider myself poly with a hyperfixation of one at a time. But I know that I am the only forever in my life. Everybody else is an accoutrement, an extra.
I just think it's a double standard though, because I couldn't be polyamorous and talking about some of this, me and 3 other niggas and 1 chick. I mean, it sounds good when it's a whole bunch of women and 1 guy, but I wish a woman would be like, yeah, we about to get Jerome over here and Steven from over here.
You are polyamorous because I'm sure your wife has taken dick before you.
I'm sure. I'm glad too.
You have shared your wife that hole that you enjoy and that you call home right now. That hole that you have furbished and molded to your.
The apartment I'm in is polyamorous then, because I'm sure somebody lived here before.
Right.
I get what you're saying, NiNi. It makes a lot of sense. In your world, you know what I'm saying? Like I understand what you're saying from a NiNi perspective.
That thing is poly. You're just doing one at a time right now, and you're just waiting. Well, no, just waiting. I'm saying like waiting to somebody.
No, you know what? I have no intentions of having sex with any other woman. Like my wife is really the only woman I want to have sex with. If
your wife passes away before you do, would that still be true? Would you?
I'm gonna go back to 12-year-old Bobby. I'm gonna take a break for about 3 months and I'm gonna take some time off work.
And masturbate.
Yeah. Yes.
Bobby, death makes you masturbate.
Damn, how you feel? I just said, man, that's gonna be my morning period, man. Damn, NiNi.
Morning with your hands? Are you?
I'll be at the repast going hard.
Yeah, I mean, no, I see what you're saying though, NiNi. I think that it's certainly possible to love more than one person, be sexually attracted to more than one person, and all of that. It's just more so about the overlap, like you were saying. Like, so for me, while I certainly would love to have one person that I'm in a relationship with long term, like at that time, I mean, I've had plenty of guys I fell in love with before then. So yeah.
Let me ask you this, because we're about to get into Rob's joint, because man, we having a great conversation, and I feel like we really only got like 6 minutes left in the show, and this is crazy. We just gonna have to stretch it out a little bit today. Holistic trauma. Can you give me that whole title?
Yes, I believe you're referring to my virtual resource center. It's the Holistic Healing Source for Marginalized Society.
There we go.
HolisticHealingSource.org.
So what is that?
So we offer free virtual resources for both individuals, for corporations, and for professionals who are in healthcare or advocacy or, counselors. And we offer board certification as an additional thing, as well as a virtual summit. But we do presentations, articles, seminars, all of that, so that people can be equipped with the knowledge they need to be their best selves, especially if they have marginalized identities. So minorities, women, disabled, LGBTQIA, or multiple of those.
Rwana, we add more letters now?
Yeah, it's really it's a plus after that. It's a lot of letters, so I just abbreviate.
Did you throw AI in that motherfucker? Well, I mean,
it's been there. It's been there, Bobby. It's been there. IA.
All right, okay. I'm not, no disrespect. I can't keep up. It's a new letter. Why don't they just? No, you know what? I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave that one alone. Rob, segueing into people with some mental shit going on, man. It's time to jump into your segment. I appreciate you explaining that to me because I was reading it and I was like, I can't memorize that, and I don't like looking at paper.
Looking at paper.
Like, I don't like. I've been seeing people at open mics with full notebooks and shit. I'm like, how y'all up here just reading this and then going? I can't do it. Let's jump into it, man. Tell them why you mad, Rob. It's about that time, man. Rob just be mad, man. All capital letters. Rob, what you mad about today, bro?
Man, I speak in all caps because I feel like the shit I be mad about is just common sense. And today's Tell them why you mad, Rob, is I'm mad because the reason why these children and kids and young teenagers is so fucked up is because the adults have taken everything childlike from these kids. Everything that's supposed to be for kids is taken away by fucking adults. And I'm not bullshitting because why are they serving liquor at fucking Chuck E. Cheese? They serve liquor, hard liquor at Chuck E. Cheese. Yes. They serve liquor at Chuck E. Cheese. Like, why the fuck are y'all serving these kids Hennessy at 12 afternoon at this little birthday party?
Rob,
like,
have you ever been to Chuck E. Cheese?
Yeah, I got kids.
Okay, so it's full of baby mamas and baby daddies. Them motherfuckers need something to calm their nerves. Okay?
That don't mean you serve
baby mamas and baby daddies and girlfriends and boyfriends and stepmamas and stepdaddies in Chuck E. Cheese. Okay.
No, but I'm saying is Chuck E. Cheese was for kids. You just now put in the same caliber. The same caliber of people have been going to Chuck E. Cheese for years. This ain't no new age of baby mamas and baby daddies. You've been taking your kids for Chuck E. Cheese for years, and now you serving alcohol. Disney World.
I seen one of the best hood fights of my life at the Chuck E. Cheese in Matson, Illinois. Man, it was like the best fight ever.
Because you know why? Y'all serving liquor at this fucking child establishment. Now niggas going off Hennessy fucking fighting. Disney World is supposed to be a family-friendly, oriented place. They trying to put a topless strip club in the back of fucking Disney World.
Very much
this is wild. Like, everything that's for kids is getting taken from them. You can't even hire Disney or Marvel superhero characters to come perform at your kid's birthday party. I saw fucking Minnie Mouse twerking and throwing her pussy in this little 8-year-old girl's face at a birthday party.
Well, Jonathan Majors is available.
Like, what the fuck is going on? It's literally a viral video of a little kid's birthday party, and this boy's mama is throwing her ass on the fence next to Mickey Mouse throwing her rat pussy ass on the fence, and the little boy.
That's crazy as hell, bro. Send me the video.
I'm gonna send it to you. The little boy gets so mad, he trying to stop his mom from doing this shit at his birthday party, and they snatched the little boy away. I'm
crazy, like, man. Make sure you remember to send me the video, bro. This is bad, man.
Fuck them kids. Have a good time.
Wow. That is wild, and this is why they fucked up, because we keep saying fuck them when they need attention.
No, them kids been fucked since they got here. Fuck them kids, have a good time. Cause who went to work to afford this party? Okay, who went to work to afford this Sam's Club birthday sheet cake? Okay, bitch, I'm gonna drink wine coolers and throw this pussy because I paid $95 to rent this park space, okay, in this barbecue grill out here, and I invited my friends in them who got kids in them, and you motherfuckers sit over there and chill the fuck out. We finna throw ass over here.
Hey, so you're throwing ass in front of a bunch of 8-year-old kids.
NiNi is the best devil's advocate I've ever heard in my life.
You feel like a person with no motherfucking kids, bro. Like you out here throwing your pussy in front of 8-year-olds. You and Minnie Mouse. You and Minnie Mouse on the
man. That's crazy. Don't forget to send me that video.
I'm gonna send you the video, man.
Of lust. Them kids is products of fornication. Fuck them kids, okay?
Real talk though, adults want to be kids and kids want to be adults, man. That's all.
That's the shit. Dude, it's a popular streaming site called Omegle, and it's a Kermit the Frog goes viral on Omegle. It's like one of them sites to where you just click on it, random people pop up. It's Kermit the Frog, a Sesame Street character, pops on here, talks shit to people, and shows them his dick. Like fucking Kermit, bro.
Kermit the Frog.
Like, what do you mean? Shows it like somebody in a Kermit mask?
No, the actual Kermit the Frog fucking puppy.
Jim Henson.
It's an actual Kermit the Frog puppet.
Like an AI puppet, and
it's an actual Kermit the Frog puppet.
And they made the Kermit the puppet dick. They made a dick.
Rob said it's a cucumber.
Yes.
What the dick look like as a puppet? What does puppet dick look
like? It's a fucking cucumber. Like he gets on like, oh, I'm Kermit the Frog. They be like, oh, hey Kermit, and then he be like, and this motherfucker just. I'm like, yo, kids don't have shit.
Let's pause for the call.
I'm like, kids don't have shit.
Parlay Podcast. Rob, you watched the whole thing?
No, it's clips. This shit goes viral. It's just clips. You watching fucking Kermit the Frog, and then he's like fucking being perverted with these women. I'm like, it's a Sesame Street character, bro. Like, kids can't have shit. Like, what made you possess yourself to fucking take Kermit the Frog and start?
Sesame Street is you're in my age. That's middle age kid shit. Not new age kid shit. That's why they put a dick on it, because everybody who knows what Sesame Street is fucking middle age. New kids don't watch that shit. They not watching that retarded hooked on phonics ass.
Just tuning in. It's a website that Rob went to called Omegle with Kermit the Frog with a cucumber dick busting a nut.
No, I didn't go to the website. I saw the clip. That shit came on my news feed.
Why would it? What type of algorithm is going on in your social media world where they gonna present that to you, bro?
I don't fucking know. The shit just was on Facebook.
That's because you light skin, Rob.
That's because you light skin. No, I get why you mad though. 3-year-old birthday party, but it's been like that since the beginning of the time, man. You have a birthday party for a 1-year-old. I hate when people have big parties for 1 to 4-year-olds. I hate that shit. Like, why are you having a big, dumbass, expensive ass party for a kid that's not even going to remember this shit?
Yeah.
Turn up.
No, man. Yeah.
Because the party's really for the adults. They just bring in a place to have one babysitter, maybe. The babysitter is like the oldest kid who comes to the fucking party. So then the adults do what the fuck they're supposed to do. And it's just one place for motherfucking baby daddies and baby mamas to commune and fuck on each other and have a little good time with that EBT card, because somebody's EBT paid for that.
Man, and then Spider-Man be showing up at the kids' party drunk. This nigga can't backflip. This nigga crashing into the wall.
I was at one party, man. That Spider-Man was obese, man. It was obese Spider-Man. I'm like, what the fuck? Where y'all find this suit?
Okay, that's what they could afford. Okay.
That's wow, nigga.
Stop.
Motherfucking
not
Batman.
lying though. It was a big, thick ass Spider-Man at the
They
kids'
found
party.
that Spider-Man that moo and oink, okay? And they had to use it.
The nigga
Y'all are crazy.
Batman show up at the birthday party. He got the old 80s mask with the white face and like pajamas on and shit. Like, this shit is nuts.
Nah, yo, I get it, Rob. Hey, we a little bit over, man, so we got to jump into NiNi's notion real quick, and I still want to tap in with what I was scrolling and trolling about, and then we got to close it out with Dr. Caleb, man. Rob, did you have anything else that you want to shoot at these people about these?
Nah, man, I'm done. That shit just bothers me, like, cause I feel that's why the fucking youth is fucked up, because they don't have shit to do. Everything is catered for adults. Cartoons are catered for adults. Everything is catered for adults. You can't name me one child program that's out right now that's for kids, unless you're a baby or some shit. You're in preschool. And I don't even think they got that no more.
I like Paw Patrol, you know what I'm saying? But they they on the fence.
Yeah.
You know, they don't. I get it. I definitely get it. NiNi, we jumping around today because we got a special guest in the house, Dr. Kalen. Definitely again appreciate you coming by. This is dope as fuck, and you've been hanging with us, man. You ain't said one cuss word, and I'm proud of that.
Doctor, how you do it? My mom's a potty over here. How the fuck do you do?
I accidentally cussed in church today.
Oh yeah.
I'm very glad you guys invited me. Thank you so much. I in my day-to-day, I do be cussing much more than this, but professionally, I've mastered the art of like turning off the cussing when I'm like doing professional stuff. But in my personal life, I very much do.
Yes.
You was just recently at the comedy club at Juliana's. Was it Juliana's that you were at? And
I was. Shout out to Tony Strong.
Yeah, I see you doing big things. Now, where's that? That's in Chicago, right? Like North Side?
Yes.
And yeah, Dave Bradley, Ronnie George, OJ, a lot of people on that show. Was any of the guys that you been with on that show?
No comment. You never know.
Okay. I'm just trying to get it out you. I
was too loud at you for being messy because I was hoping somebody was a messy queen more than me because I was like, really?
I'm getting my Corey Holcomb on.
Hey. Just know if it's somebody that I'm not cool with, like I say, I'm pretty straight up. I'm not gonna act like I'm cool with them. So like if you see me posting photos at a show or shouting people out, like we cool.
Okay, so now I got to go through your friend list and see who we not mutual friends with. I'm finna figure this shit out.
We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna bring you back just to verify when we find out who it is.
We bring it on 10 niggas at a time.
No.
We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure out who Dr. Kalen was with in the entertainment industry in Chicago, and I'm assuming that they Mexican. So now we down to like 5 niggas. Avi Sanchez, Ruben Ramirez.
Like I say, the Hispanic men, for whatever reason, they do love me. So, I mean, I guess that's a good start.
Yeah, I'm going to start there because we're going to figure it out. It's about to become a Dr. Cousteau Columbo episode in a fucking minute. That's an old reference for you young fucks.
Oh, yes, geriatric, man.
Hey, you know I'm old as hell. Hey, NiNi, we got to get to your notion real quick, man, because tonight is Parlay and late. As soon as I'm done, I'm going to fuck to bed. So let's see what we got here. NiNi's notions. This is one of my favorite parts of the show. Can you explain this again?
Okay, this is NiNi's notions. This is my little segment. It says, if you look at the sign, it says NiNi's notions since today. But you get a little sub copyright at the bottom. My thoughts may change tomorrow because the things that I say, I may acquire more information and change them. Okay.
So what's NiNi's notion today?
NiNi's notions. Men are fucking stupid. Okay. Men risk it all. Men will risk it all for a fat ass. They sure will risk it all for a fat ass. I walk around with one every fucking day. Men will risk it all. Okay, I was almost attacked by this man in a Toyota hatchback, sir.
Not a hatchback.
They still make those.
Still make them, and you had a booster seat in the back, so I know you got a fresh kid, okay, sir? Brenda is at home making a pot roast. I need you to take your ass home, sir, and stop trying to break up a happy fucking home, okay? Men will risk it all for a fucking fat ass. It's fun over here, sir. It's very fun over here. I'm worth abandoning your family for, okay? I suck dick on Lakeshore Drive, sir. Great time. This is wonderful, but you don't know that for sure, sir. So stop trying to throw away your love life for me.
I love a good commercial.
Take your ass home, Toyota.
Well, you say you do what on Lakeshore Drive, NiNi? I you know what? I got these headphones on. You say you do what on Lakeshore Drive?
I suck a little bit of dick on Lakeshore Drive.
That's what I thought I heard.
I make a risky decision, okay?
I thought I heard that the first time. I just want you to double down and say it one more time.
You're very much welcome, but don't risk it all for these fat asses, sir. Stop trying to break up your happy home. Love the bitch who love you, because more than likely, I'm telling you, you got relationship dick, okay, sir? You have dick that needs feelings to come with it, sir. You got dick that needs a little conversation before you give it, okay? You got disclaimer dick, sir.
What's wrong with relationship dick?
Nothing's wrong with relationship dick, but you can't be trying to hit one night stands with relationship dick, sir. That dick needs a little conversation. That dick needs a little talking before you have it. That dick needs a little understanding. That dick needs a little Christ-like heart. Okay? That dick needs to know that maybe it don't rise every day because you had a bad diet. Okay, I understand, sir, but that's not the dick you try to give to me when you see me from the gym, sir. Your dick don't even rise without a little peel or a little honey pack. Damn. I need dick at a dime's at a notice. I need dick right now.
Our relationship dick rises better for side chicks, but that's what I heard. I don't know if it's true or not.
Relationship dick rises better when it has therapy and it treasures the pussy that's been there. Okay.
What's a good diet?
It saw some skid marks in your drawers when you did laundry. Okay. Treasure that coochie. That coochie, treasure the coochie that smelled your shit. Okay, when you clogged the toilet, it still gave you fellatio. Treasure that coochie, okay? Treasure the coochie that said you needed to get your prostate checked because you're pissing every 10 minutes. Treasure that coochie, okay? Sir,
are you speaking from like a place of experience with this? Because this is very specific.
It's not. It's very wide. Like, most of you men have dick problems, okay? Because you got those problems.
So NiNi's notion, if you could wrap that up all in one or two sentences, what we got?
Don't break up a happy home, sir. Take your ass home and treasure the pussy that's fucking you while your hair is receding. Treasure the pussy that you got, sir. Okay.
So don't risk it all for a fat ass.
Don't risk it all because that dick don't work like you think it does. Okay.
You're gonna disappoint. Don't go around disappointing fat asses.
Stay home, baby. Stay home.
So hatchback, Toyota hatchback plus car seat plus Brenda at home equals relationship dick.
Take your stupid ass home. Okay.
Got you.
Stop trying to waste my time.
That makes sense. That make a lot of sense. Anything, Dr. Kayla?
This has been such a fun time. Thank you guys for having me on and making me laugh. Y'all are so fun.
Hey, we appreciate you. And I appreciate NiNi's notion. And I'm sure that's going to change tomorrow, whatever that notion was. She's going to be all talking about I love relationship dick because it could change tomorrow. That's NiNi's notion.
Good.
I want to hop into something real quick, man, because I was watching the show, man. I know we're running late. I gotta talk about the show I've been watching. It's on Hulu, I believe. It's called The Good American Family. Have y'all heard about this show?
No.
I heard about it. Yeah, I heard about it.
This show right here. These people brought in a dwarf child. They adopted a dwarf child. And this dwarf child just so happened to be a grown-ass woman. It's similar to the movie Orphan.
Oh, shit.
So this whole series is about a family. What'd you say?
Is it based off a real story?
It's a true motherfucking story.
Ooh, I know white people be whiting. This is such a white person shit.
So white folks, if you ain't never seen some white people do some white people shit, this is Whiting, Indiana, goddammit. This is what it is. I'm like, yo, it's a true story. And here's the actress who plays the grown dwarf right here. She's a real dwarf. And I'm on episode 2. Me and my wife was watching it yesterday, right? And they ended the episode where she comes into the washroom and the little girl is bottomless, and she finds out that she got a full bush at 7 years old. She's supposed to be 7. And the lady walks in. It's the lady from Grey's Anatomy, Meredith Grey, playing the star, the mother. She walks in the washroom and see this fake 7-year-old with a full head of hair down there. And that's how they ended the episode. It wouldn't be no more series in the Black House.
Okay.
If you telling me you 7 years old and you got a full bush, get the fuck out my house.
Bitch, you lying. Bobby, I really want you to take this picture down because, like, because she got a big forehead and she a little Down syndrome.
The reason I posted the picture though is I don't know if y'all remember Night at the Roxbury, NiNi, but I thought this was Chris Kattan on that motherfucking show, man. I ain't know.
Stop.
I was like, look just like her.
I was like, hey, Chris Kattan, he that short on money. He about to play a dwarf. This nigga is on Good American fucking. I thought this was Night at the Roxbury when I was watching this shit last night.
Who is this nigga?
Yeah, but this the actress, man. If y'all get a chance, man, it's a true story. They did a documentary on it already checked out, man. Good American Family on Hulu, man. Crazy ass show. I think Dr. Kaylin
wanted to be the hero. White people always try to be the hero. You done fucking made your delusion yourself into believing that y'all was good people for taking in this fucking middle-aged other dwarf white bitch with a big ass Down syndrome ass brainiac pinky in the brain ass head.
Motherfucker look like the Mad TV logo.
How the fuck did you think she was a kid?
I didn't get it, man.
7.
She doesn't look 7.
Bitch aged like midnight. Why do y'all think like
I'm gonna keep putting it up here.
I'm trying not to say shit, but y'all keep putting that shit up there, Joe. This shit is fucking with me. She look like a Big Mouth character. Y'all seen that TV show Big Mouth on Netflix? She look like a Big Mouth character, bro.
Bro,
had a drum. Oh my God.
If y'all get a chance, man, out there in Parlay Land, man, check out the show. Like I said, it's crazy as hell. I've been watching other shit too. You know, I still been watching Paradise. It's another show called Happy Face. I've been watching about a serial killer, also a true story. But this the shit that's been riveting to me. Like, how the fuck you let this old ass 7-year-old in your house, man?
That's wild.
It's tripped out, man. But that's neither here nor there, man. We had a dope ass show. Dr. Kaylin came by to kick the bobos with us, man. Super dope. What you got coming up, Dr. Kaylin? I know you stay busy. What's going on in your world?
So if you guys just stay tuned to the Holistic Healing Source for Marginalized Society, we will be having more educational content, advocacy content, training opportunities. Hopefully I'll be doing some more speaking opportunities. Again, shout out to Tony Strong, who had me speak at his charity event yesterday. So, you know, you'll see me out and about.
And how do we follow you on Instagram? What's your Instagram name?
So my Instagram, my Facebook, and my LinkedIn are all under my name, which is Kaylin, Callynn Lawrence.
Okay, that's simple enough. And it actually says it on the screen right now. Dope as hell. Okay.
Oh, thank
you. Very proud of you. It's Women's History Month, but that's, like I said, that's neither here nor there. I think every month everybody should excel, everybody should succeed, and you're doing a great job. You will succeed in January when you was in that publication. I just seen you in another publication in March. I'm sure you're going to be in another publication. You're going to be the youngest person doing a lot of shit. You're like the LeBron James of whatever the fuck you're doing.
Thank you. That's a big exaggeration, but thank you. I appreciate that. And I'm sure I'm going to see you guys doing great things. You're already doing great things.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
We appreciate you for stopping by, Dr. Kaylin. I'm gonna go ahead and remove you so we could take us out, man. We'll definitely be in touch. But we definitely appreciate it. Rob, did you want to say anything, Dr. Kaylin? Do you want to talk about
I was going to end the show. Man, again, Dr. Kaylin, appreciate you being on the show. This was probably one of the dopest shows we didn't had this week. Last week we had Levi on here. We had Mo Good on before. So having you on here was a pleasure, and I appreciate you coming on and doing the show for us. Had a dope time. I don't have nothing coming up. I am feeling good. I done lost some weight. I went from like 235 to 221. So a lot of water and
I went from 325 to 324.
So I'm good. I don't have no more shows coming up. I think I got a show Wednesday. It's a 312 explosion type situation. I'm not really sure what that consists of.
With Raisky, no.
Yeah, with Raisky, no. So but other than that, I think I'm done with running shows this month. Then next month on through the summer is a whole new ball game. I got all the big major shows that I got coming up within the next couple of months. Other than that, it's the Parlay Podcast, and I'm chilling. NiNi?
That's dope. Just stay on, Dr. Kaylin. Don't even leave yet, because everybody. I'm looking at the comments that y'all can't see. They loving your natural hair. NiNi, what you got going on?
Thank you.
Yeah, Dr. Kaylin, I so enjoyed having you. You are such a joy to have. I love your presence. I love your energy. Your intelligence is gorgeous to look at. So, thank you.
We might have a different hookup.
NiNi trying to get some coochie.
Bobby.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And it's
like genuine comments turn you on, sir. Like I've never, like, this is how you know niggas be institutionalized a little bit. Like
I live in this office, man.
But thank you. I appreciate all of that. It's been a pleasure to like see you, and you're very intelligent and accomplished. Like I say, shout out to educators. But who knows? Who knows what'll happen in the future?
Yeah.
We're gonna have some parlay events too, so make sure you come out to that, because y'all gonna see me, NiNi, and Rob live, and yes. Definitely want Dr. Kaylin in the building.
Yes. I have a show at the American Legion on the 28th. So if you are interested, that's posted in my stories. I will post that all week. I did a podcast with two guys in a drink this week.
Mr. On My Grind. Did he take his eye out during the show?
No.
I was just asking shit. That nigga,
we didn't get that comfortable yet. Like, damn, nigga, you kinky. You got that comfortable. I wasn't with it yet. I didn't want to see no man pop his eye out.
You think I did?
Yes. I think
like,
you did.
You think I asked for it? He voluntarily took his eye out west one day.
It's the background. It's like you searched that on Pornhub a little bit. Like
eye out sex? Eye out sex?
Like one-eye sex. One-eyed monster. Like you search something like that. Like a little bit.
Nah, them my dudes, man. Mr. On My Grind, man. Two drinks with the fellas, or two fellas and one drink, something like that.
Yeah. So I'm teaching full time now at the barber school, so I'm very excited about the future.
That's super dope, man.
Super dope.
I'm proud of you, NiNi, and I'm proud of you, Dr. Kaylin, and I'm proud of you, Rob. You know, again, happy birthday, Rob's dad, man.
Oh yeah, happy birthday, RP to the pops, my twin. He'd have been 63 today, so. I've actually been in a good mood, man. So I'm blessed with everything that I have going on in my life, and I know my dad. I'm making my dad proud, so I'm in a good space with it right now.
Yeah, definitely proud of that, man. But that's it for the night, y'all, man. We took it a little extra, man. Dr. Kaylin, you come back anytime, man. You was able to roll with the big dogs today. So, shit, I thought you was going to be all bougie and shit and come on here with all them accolades. You came in this motherfucker with the shits. Ready.
Thank you. I'm real down to earth.
I see. And I like that you didn't say earth. You said, hit us with that earth. You know, that's when you know somebody.
Yes, with an F.
Yeah,
the Ebonic.
ERFF. But that's it for the day, y'all, man. We appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Take us out, NiNi, Rob. Take us out, man. I'm muting my mic.
Oh, man. Y'all be safe out here, man. Be safe, be blessed, man. Y'all have a good night.
Have a good night.
Good night.